Since a lot of you guys are asking for what my apartment looks like, I'll show you. Kitchen. So we're doing it my style. I want to start with the garage. So this apartment comes with a big garage. So as you can see, I'm paying $600 for this, including the garage and including the water. See this bowl here? This is a magical bowl for me to know if when I park Waco, it should be just enough. If this hits the hoodie, then that's enough. So like I measure this from on top here to the side. It's just enough for the apartment. So this is like a top load dry washer, and this is the dryer. Okay. The washer for me is not really that good, honestly. It only like agitates. It's like it doesn't spin like what we have back in Singapore or in Philippines, like those two ones. It just goes like this. So it doesn't clean that well. Then dryer, of course, the dryer is really useful because we don't really have to hang clothes, and it saves a lot of time also. So yeah, I would prefer to have something like this in the future as well, or mainly dryer, additional dryer. Then right over here is where the hot water, like storage for hot water. For the washer dryer, you have to have like this kind of hookups. Most of the houses, you do have these two kinds. One for the hot and one for the cold water, and the drainage over here. Okay, so normally apartments with washer dryer hookups, this is what they meant. And for the washer, there's like a vent over here below. That's where the heat blows out. Okay, so you have to make sure that that's working. If not, your clothes won't really dry enough. And make sure that I think every few months the landlord has to remove from the outside whatever, because it builds some few things inside there which causes a blockage. Then this thing right here is actually your AC and heater, like for the centralization thing. So this is the main machine, and every few months you have to change the filters, like I think every 3 months. I think that's the rule. So the filter is there. The filter looks like this. You have different options to buy. Some is like anti-mold, anti-dust, anti-whatever. So these things do come a little bit pricey. Some ranges from $2 to like $6 to $8. So it's really up to you. Then here, this is the treadmill that we got when Uncle Sam gave us the first check for the COVID pandemic, like a budget or incentive. I think we got like $2,400. So I bought this for my wife as a gift. And we got to use this, but not too much really. And the shoe rack is down because we are Asians, so we don't want to bring our slippers up in the stairs. Let's go upstairs. Oh, before that, then let's go upstairs. Then if you see, our door has a screen. The reason for this is if you have a garage, there's a big tendency that flies will be coming in and you can stop them. So having this really helps. We have a curtain because, just like a curtain. So, welcome to my apartment. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. So this is the living room / dining room, and the kitchen is over that side, and our bedroom is over here. So for the living room, sofa is provided by our landlady. She was generous enough to give us these things, and she also sold us some few stuff like this cabinet and that thing on the TV right there. Then Wi-Fi, someone asked me before what kind of Wi-Fi we have. We have the sudden link, and that's the only thing available here in our unit, so we don't really have a choice. We pay $89 a month. It was $79, then bump up to $89. Then for the table, here I don't recommend you guys to buy like this kind of table. These are heavy and you have to fix them like you have to bolt them in. Then if you're moving out of your house, you can't disassemble them, so it's hard. So it's better to buy those foldable ones. Okay. Then, and honestly, we don't normally eat here. We actually eat on this side, so yeah. And here, this is our first bed here in the United States. This was also sold to us by our initial owner. The problem with this is it was only like a full-size bed. It's not a queen size, so it's okay. But me and Mrs. barely fit here, so we decided to buy a new one. And we kept this in case of some of our visitors or some of our family will be arriving here in the United States, specifically my mother-in-law or my wife's mom. Unfortunately, COVID hit, so we didn't have any option. TV, and like I told you before, I bought this during Black Friday sale. I bought this $150. Original price, if it's not Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday sale, is I think around $300 or almost $300, something like that. This is not a prenup. We were still like boyfriend girlfriend here. Of course, our dog, our baby, and some of the adventures that we went through, and some of our friends. And it's not Christmas. It's a Filipino thing. We don't take them out that fast, or just leave it throughout the year. There. Then here, like I said before, we were using a washing machine that doesn't have a dryer for more than a year. So we had to buy these things or get these things for us to hang our clothes. So this one is, we got it for $5. We got it our first clearance sale. Like everything was sold, and the only left are these things that they use for display. So we asked them, and they said they were selling these things also. So $5 and goodwill. So don't mind this. Oh, you have to buy printers. Printers are really cheap here, but the ink are quite expensive. Then the fun fact: ceiling fans here in the United States have two ways of rotations. One like clockwise, and the other is counterclockwise. There's always a switch somewhere that's intended for how the direction of air and when to use it. During winter time, you want the air blowing going upwards. It's like a vacuuming up. Then during summertime, you want the air going downwards, like blowing on you. So something like that. Then another thing about the ACs, this version is like an old AC type, or the heater cold version. Here you can see the heat and the cool part. So then here you can see there's like a temperature. It's like a room temperature. It measures the temperature within the room. So if you set it to like 70, move it to 70. Then if this reaches 70, if the room temperature reaches 70, the machine stops. So it keeps the room temperature at 70 degrees. So that's why it's best for you to have in your apartments like good seals, especially in the doors or on the windows. Make sure there's like good seals in those rubber things there. These are part of it, like that. So you don't lose air, hot air going outside or cold air going outside, or the opposite, like the cool air going into your house. So you don't like that. Those things keep your AC running at a shorter periods, thus making your bill a little bit cheaper. So yeah, something like that. Now I'll show you our kitchen. Yeah. So like I told you before, big ref. I like this ref because this is big enough to store whatever we need. We rarely like run out of space. And what's more is this ref produces its own ice. Like it has an ice maker. Then of course you have your typical microwave and few things. Here it's like we use this for doing coffee before, but after a few months we bought this. This is an actual coffee maker. It's like a different version. So this one, either we can do like a K-cup, or we can use the filter for this. So either way, it's nice. It's nice and convenient, but we have free coffee at my work right now, so I don't really use this as much as we used it before. And of course, your rice cooker. This is our second rice cooker because the one we had before broke after a year and a half. So we got a smaller version. This is actually enough for 2 people. More than 1 meal. Then, of course, you got your sink and your stove and oven. Yeah, this is really nice because I never got to own an oven before. So me and my wife learned to do a few recipes using this thing, and we really did enjoy. And my suggest, get one of these air fryer. This is like a game changer. It's really easy to use, and you can do a lot of things with this, and it's more convenient. It's like an oven, but it's easier to manipulate because it's like a smaller. Then don't mind our our dirty things. That's how we normally cook. We like everything like on hand. It's easier, especially for my wife. The kitchens, they always have like exhaust. It has a light, but it's less bright. Then mini timer from $3. Of course, few things here. We had a lot of things like hidden somewhere, so but we prefer to have something right when we want to try like some of our dishes or plates or whatever. Then here, of course, hot and cold water. This is really nice because it makes it easier to wash plates, especially if you're using the hot water. Then you have this like another thing that makes it easier for you to wash. Then I'm sure you guys saw like a final destination before, wherein like they put the arm here and you can hear the sound. So one tip here is whenever you're doing this, don't use hot water, use cold water, okay? Especially if you're having some oily stuff. Then my favorite thing in this kitchen is the dishwasher. Not all apartments has this in their unit, so luckily for us, this unit has one. So light wash, normal wash, pots and pans, rinse only, rinse dry. So it's quite easy to use. So you put all your dirty dishes here. There's the lower rack and the top shelf. If you see some of the dishes, they sometimes use when or where you put on a dishwasher. Some of the dishes can only handle if you place them on top of the top shelf. So mind that, okay, when you're buying your dishes. Okay. We're just gonna put either the liquid, what's this? Liquid soap or either the pods. The pods look like this. Ta-da! So we just use this here and put it inside. Then close it up and just choose whichever. Then it will start the process. But I'm not even gonna wash, so I'll do it later. Then we have few more things like hidden here. Like for example, we bought this Instapot before, but we rarely use this. You can use this for cooking rice, but it's too big of a hassle to clean this, so we rarely use this. We use this for something else, like to either like soften the meat. So yeah, we use this from time to time, but not as often. So for me, I don't really recommend buying this unless you need to. Then of course, our storage for the food. Yep. Here we go. I guess that's it for the kitchen area. So now let's move on to the next one. Then this is the bedroom, and the bathroom is over here. It's just a small bathroom with shower and small tub. Here, we self-installed the bidet. We bought it from Amazon. Hard to use this during winter time because it doesn't have a hot water connected to it. So it feels like you're spraying ice cold water over your bum. Then, of course, the shower. There's a hot and cold setting. So it's not as hard as taking a shower back home in the Philippines. Back home, I usually dilly-dally because I feel like the water is too cold or the weather is too cold. It takes me time just to go to the bathroom. Here, I never had that problem. Then, adding to that, there's an air vent in the bathroom that can make it warm for you. So it makes it more convenient. Then, you see here, this is a smoke alarm. Usually we cover this with a hat, especially when we're cooking. This is quite sensitive, so you can do this trick in order to prevent this from beeping, especially if you're cooking during the night time or middle of the night. So it's best to cover this just in case. Make sure just to take this off after you finish cooking. Okay. Now let's go to the bedroom. Ito naman po mga kawan, yung kwarto namin. Yan, di ba? Sakto lang yung size niya. Of course, andyan yung prinsesa namin sa kama. Say hi. Tingin. Snappish. So, andyan po yung vlogging station ko. Malit lang, di ba? Andyan yung green background ko. Take $1 lang yan sa Dollar Tree. Tapos, yun, yung kama namin, queen size. Ito na yung sinabi ko before sa vlog ko na demo mattress na binili namin. So, ito yung mattress niya. Parang 10 inches ata to or something like that. Tapos, ito naman yung bed frame box niya. So, box lang kinuha namin. Hindi na namin kinuha yung parang may additional stand na para mas mataas siya. Kasi, same lang naman. Wala namang difference. So, tsaka kung lilipat ka, dagdag na naman. Tapos ito, footstool ni Felicia kasi medyo pandak yung aso namin para hindi siya mahirapan umakyat. Ayun yung cabinet ko po. Tapos ito naman yung cabinet ni Mrs. Ito yung nagpabenta talaga sa amin na nung nakita ni Mrs. to sa video. Ako nagtingin Nung nakita niya sa video, may walk-in closet. Parang, shoot. Kunin na agad. Kasi parang dream niya talaga Hindi ko alam kung lahat ng mga babae dream talaga may walk-in closet. Ipakita ko sa inyo partially lang. Konting itsura lang. Pero hindi na tayo papasok kasi yung mga personal stuff din naman si Mrs. niya sa loob. So yan. Spacious. Lahat ng bagay na kailangan dyan na kay Mrs. Which is really nice in a way. Then yung stock room, ginawa ko ng locker ko kasi syempre gusto ko kay Mrs. Yung malaking locker. Nakanal ito mga maliit. Yan. 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 Puro karton kasi ayaw na ayaw ko mag-fold. Kaya ganyan. Sabit-sabit lang. So, sakto lang sa akin. And which is bigger pa ng kaysa sa mga cabinet ko back sa Pilipinas. Yung vacuum cleaner namin, dalawa. Ito yung unang kinuha namin vacuum cleaner. Kasi yung sa unang apartment, wala pang carpet So, since lumipat kami dito, may ganitong carpet na. So, gusto namin yung thorough cleaning talaga na may tubig-tubig. So, ito yun. May ibang klase rin palang mga carpet cleaner dito So, which is good naman to. Maganda talaga, investment. Bisita kayo. Then if ever bibisita kayo, may special room ako para sa iyo. Special na special to. So, hindi lang kayo tinira sa taas. Special room namin. Yan. Diyan mga kuwan, dyan ko nilalagay yung mga bagay-bagay namin, yung mga additional things na, yung mga bubot, yung mga malita. Nandito rin yung mga boxes na mga tipong ipapadala namin. So, andito siya. Actually, yung space na ito malawak. Halos buong part ng bahay niyan, pwede kang pumunta dyan So, malaki yung space. So, swerte lang na may ganitong additional yung sa amin. Ang medyo nakakatakot lang dun sa kabi. Minsan natutulog ka na, may marinig kang bumabagsak Di ba kung may dumadaan, lumalakad sa taas. So, yun lang. Other than that, wala nang problema. Kaya gusto nyo bumisita, tara! Kasa kayo sa taas. Pala makawan yung bintana. Yung bintana namin, like sinabi ko sa inyo before, bumili kayo ng mga dark panel na 100% para mas madilim talaga. Particular if night shift kayo. Tapos, yung ginawa namin ni Mrs. nagdagdag pa kami ng something para dun sa window. Para yan, yung kumikintab na yan, para siyang dark na talaga sa kwarto. Para hindi namin ma-feel na daytime or nighttime. Hindi namin makita yung difference. Which is nakakatulong kasi mas ma-comfortable yung tulog namin. So, yun na yan. Ito na yung kwarto namin. So, nothing much different, di ba? Simple lang yung kwarto namin. Siyempre, bawas yung mga bubot. Tinanggal namin. First, di ba? Tanggal namin yun. So, next, punta naman tayo. Now, this is the main entrance of the house. And those are our neighbors. Once upon a time, they were all filled by our Asian/Filipino neighbors. Jonald, Christian, Chloe, RJ, Cha, Bolu, Grace, Ria, Chelsea, Ate Army, and family. But everyone eventually left one by one. And we might be next soon. Hi. So, hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please help me back by clicking the like button, subscribe button, and share it to your friends. Again, I'm Nurse Juan de la Cruz, your OFW nurse. Thank you for watching. God bless. Bye-bye. Stay safe.